Welcome to Banff Gondola at Sulphur Mountain. This is Marcel of RockyMountainTourGuide.com here. There you can see one of the gondola cars that can whisk you to the top of Sulphur Mountain in 8 minutes. It does seat 4 passengers per car, and they're quite frequent, so it doesn't take very long. And as you can see, you're being whisked up, and down below on your left, a Brewster Ice Explorer used on at the Columbia Ice Field. And here you can see a car on its way down as you're whisking your way to the top of Sulphur Mountain there in front of us. And as you rise up, you can see many of the surrounding mountains found in the Banff area. There is Tunnel Mountain, the small mountain situated right beside the town of Banff. And there in the distance, the tallest mountain of the area, Cascade Mountain. Sanson's Peak. As you can see, it gets quite windy up on Sulphur Mountain. There down below at the bottom of the screen, that is where the town of Banff is situated. Off in the distance, there are 2 lakes, Lake Minnewanka and Tujack Lake. In the winter, of course, you can see they're frozen over. But in the summertime, there are boat cruises going up and down Lake Minnewanka, situated here in the Canadian Rockies, surrounded by the Palliser Range and the Fairholme Range. Now looking across from Sulphur Mountain to the east, Mount Rundle. And of course from the town site you can see this mountain. It's quite predominant in the town of Banff. And then that's where you arrive, the upper gondola terminal, where there's a restaurant, where you can have spectacular views from the observation tower where these views are taken from. And on the west side of Sulphur Mountain is what is known as the Sundance Range. And this, of course, is the observation deck on top of the upper gondola station. This here is Sanson's Peak Meteorological Station. And Norman Sanson, for 30 years, hiked up to the top of Sulphur Mountain. And he would stay up here to do his weather reports. Imagine that, for 30 years, as he hiked up to the top. His last hike he had done, he was at the age of 84 years old.